the bottom left side, the blue Terran, giving a man a piece of his own medicine. It is Shopify Rebellion's Byun. Top right side, the red Terran for Sidestorm Gaming. It is someone giving a piece of his own medicine. GUMIHO. Did I say Sidestorm Gaming? I'm willing to say it again. Sidestorm Gaming. Well, one of them is clearly more committed than the other one. I believe in the industry they would call this as one player just having bigger balls. I'm pretty sure. Two barracks on one side, one barracks on the other. I mean, he's gonna have a factory pretty soon, GUMIHO is. He's gonna start up that production pretty soon. And not soon enough, of course, for before Reapers are inside of his base, but I mean, Reapers are gonna be inside of Byun's base as well. That's gonna be the interesting thing, right? Is Byun gonna send his Reaper still inside of the base of GUMIHO, or is he gonna send it back? Is GUMIHO gonna send... Oh, what? Marauders. He's gone straight for Marauders. He's gone crazy. Oh, GUMIHO sees that there's some stuff missing in the base of Byun, including a factory. So he's already sent quite a couple of those SCVs. One SCV being brought down. Byun is trying desperately to try and produce, well, reduce the time that this factory is being produced. That's the second Reaper right now, as SCV kills will start piling in rather quickly. The factory has been completed. So there's the first Marauder now. Does not have concussive shells, so that is just going to get surrounded. The Reapers, however, are still on the path of war. And it looks like that is going to be... Okay. Might have to run back with these SCVs, actually. 3 Reapers now. Is there a Hellion? There is a Hellion. There's 4 Reapers pretty soon. He's going to start working. He's killed every SCV. There's 1 SCV remaining. Where is it, you ask? It's a good question. It's here, on the other side of the map. Together with 5 Marines of Byun, who are trying to kill a Hellion and a Marauder. As is per usual in TVT. This is... This is quite a show so far. The Hellion and the Marauder still got a lot of work cut out for them to equal out this game. I'm not quite sure if they'll succeed. I like the prioritizing the Hellion there. Clearly the one that can deal the most damage to those SCVs. Oh, look at that. Like mules. No, not having any of that. What is he doing? Oh, he's made a Banshee. Oh, he's making a Banshee. Oh, what a brilliant, absolute move. Wait, can he win this? Can one SCV Johnny Boy, make his way through? Thank you, Oric, for the name suggestion. Little Johnny Boy, the SCV somewhere. Where is he? He's hiding. He's watching as his hometown is being torn to shreds. Banshee's doing a good job, however. The Cyclone is coming in. There's a Viking out on the field that could help out against that Cyclone. Oh, man. Whoa. Marines shoot up. Marines shoot up. How many more Marines are going to be... Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the Cyclone. Is he going to get it? Is he? I think it is. It's got it. GG. GG. Well played. Did Johnny live? Is Johnny still there? Can we check? Can we check if Johnny is still alive? Johnny's still alive. He's still there. The last moments. It's a man on a mission. 1 point up. It's the Blue Terran Shopify Rebellion. Byun. He's got the blue colors this time. No wait, he had it previously as well, didn't he? Yeah, we're the same colors. Alright, bottom left side, System Gaming. GUMIHO. Why am I saying it like that? GUMIHO. I mean, it feels like that's how he plays sometimes, you know? He has his own way of playing. Maybe his name needs to be pronounced in my own way as well. I hope it just doesn't get seen as me making fun of him in any way, because this man is an absolute legend. Not that one, but I guess this one right here. I guess both of them are. Jeez, I'm digging myself a hole, ain't I? So easy to do. Alright. It's only a single proxy Rex. But we saw GUMIHO do that the previous game as well, and that turned into a Marauder play, so maybe he's gonna do the same thing here. Oh, yes he is. He did not get deterred at all. One bit. He's like, okay, that just happened. No problem. No sweat. We're doing it again. Don't worry about it. I know, guys, I know how it looked, okay? I know how it looked. But that was that game, alright? This is a different game. It's gonna be different. And to be fair, I mean, things are already very different, right? Not 2 barracks across the map, not mass producing the Reapers. There's only one of them this time around. Concussive Shell gets started this time around as well. So that's a boon. The Reaper's not gonna be able to get a scout off this time around on the whoa, well, actually it sticks around there. His Reaper sensors are going tingly.
SCV ready.
So there's an SCV over there. I think that's Johnny. I think that's Johnny. He's made his way over on the ship from the Blue Terran to the next planet mission, and now he's... Oh no! Oh, Johnny! Alright. Shoot, well... At least we got to see the end of Johnny's story. Alright. Well, there's not much happening yet with those Marauders here, starting things off. The bunker truly kind of putting the red lights on that go signal. Still quite a few Marauders here. A big surround, trying to avoid any Reaper or any Scout, I suppose, to vacate the area. So he's really putting Byun in an awkward position, where Byun just doesn't know what his opponent is doing at all. Right? Did he expand? Is he going one base? Is he just making battle cruisers? Is he making more Marauders? I don't know. Well, he doesn't know. I know, but that's the problem there. Oh, and he gets past. The quarterback Reaper on his mission right now, and oh no, he got intercepted. No, GUMIHO's team is just there. It's the second base for GUMIHO being produced. And there is some tech labs on those other production facilities. So, you know, it's just gonna kind of go into a pretty regular game from here, it seems. GUMIHO, of course, a tad bit behind, because he doesn't have a second base, and his worker count is quite low, because he did try to go for that. Oh, what is this? Please pick him up again. Okay. Oh, this is making me anxious. Oh, God. What? What? And, well, things might get a little bit worse pretty soon. Or a whole lot better, if he does manage to scout this. I like this. Take those minerals. Don't let him have those. GUMIHO in his own base with his barracks. No proxy this time around. Just the double gas. Seems like a safe play for opening. Will it be safe enough against this man that is also known as Micro Jackson? Also known as the Wild Man. Micro Jackson because, well, he micros like an absolute madman. And it is beautiful to behold. He single-handedly was responsible for units getting, you know, nerfed in the past because he was just too good at microing them. Amongst them, the Reaper. Now, Wildman, he got, because he disappeared for a long time at some point in the past, a couple of years back. And then he suddenly came back and he hadn't shaved. So the idea was that he just spent all that time in the forest somewhere. Yes, and just came back as a wild man. I think GUMIHO knows, doesn't he? He's aware of the situation here. He's brought some SCVs along, hoping to tank the damage, but there's the two Reapers jumping up. Okay. Already pretty solid start here for GUMIHO. He's got to be careful not to lose his Reaper, but he trades it for the other Reaper. Not that fantastic still. His bunker is about to complete. That's going to give him a lot of maneuverability. Okay, another supply depot there, trying to minimize the surface area the Reapers can pass by in the bottom side. Reapers fall beyond, decide to try their luck at the other side. Well, we can see that our side is a bit more open. However, a Hellion just arrived. It's going to make it a bit more difficult here. The three Reapers still a potential threat. Ooh, he's going to lose one. Might lose two. He's going back in. Going back in again. I think that's the end of this rush, isn't it? There's also too many Reapers. No Hellions here now. Yeah. He's going to have to pack his bags and go home. Still making one more Reaper. I don't think he's going to make another, yeah. Sends that in as a scout. The other one is going to go back home. And then these Reapers will also be like a scouting force and a bit of a skirmishing force in the middle of the map. Rather than the potential absolutely, I will annihilate all your SCVs right here, right now, Reapers. TVT now is what PvP was 2 years ago? Maybe. I don't know. This one is so far. But it looks like, you know, again, we have the potential for the game to normalize here. Byun not behind on workers, not behind on his second base. Where he is behind is the army supply, right? It's tech. He didn't quite have the amount of time on his factory, which means that there's just 3 Hellions there available. There's already a Raven out. There's a siege tank out now for GUMIHO. And it's going to be a little bit before Byun has all those boxes checked. He's not going to make more Hellions, but slightly delay with the siege tank. He doesn't have a Raven. I guess that's the big deal. He does have the Cyclone here, which could be a difference maker also, right? Could get a snipe on a Raven as a siege tank as it's trying to move somewhere. Byun's army gets spotted. Oh, careful there. Has to already back off with that. Yeah, the Cyclone already half HP. Siege tanks will two-shot those Cyclones. Raven harassment from GUMIHO, somewhat successful with the 4 kills. Raven or Liberator harassment for Byun. I mean, it's shutting down the mining here for a while, but Liberator will go down. Whereas the Raven, you know, that survives to harvest energy for another battle. Byun is making Vikings here in this position as well. So that is good to see. Usually he does tend to do a little bit better with that army composition. And, you know, what we sometimes see with the mass marine. But did he manage to farm up enough stuff here? I think so. Might still be a little bit punished on the corners here, especially if the siege tanks manage to find that slight angle onto the SCVs. They're ever so close. Bit of readjusting here, and well, there's the vision, and there we go. That could start to become quite painful, of course. Third base for GUMIHO. Where is it? He's not building it on location. Is he going to try to finish it off here with this push? Oh, he's in them. Could be able to do this. 5 Vikings versus 5 Vikings. There's only 4 of the Vikings here right now. And this is Cyclone here for Byun as well, which is a big deal. Oh dear, that's the committal. The Ravens go in. Auto turrets being thrown about the SCVs, trying to tank that damage as Byun, his siege tanks are dwindling. And the Viking count is gone. There's... Oh, landed his Vikings, so he didn't have high ground vision anymore. That almost... that could have been bad if he didn't have a scan. But he had a scan, and GG is called. GUMIHO takes game number 3. No clean sweep for him. Okay. Slight advantage for GUMIHO, having the base on the low ground right there. Especially without there being anything for Byun that could ever threaten that. You know, you have the Reaper that might be able to get the SCV there for a little bit, but that's only if GUMIHO leaves his own base with his Reaper. That's only also if Byun leaves his own base with his Reaper. Bunker for GUMIHO. Alright, we're playing it super safe here. Couldn't find the proxy barracks, but he still assumes something's up and about. So we're gonna go into... There we are. Reacted Hellion. Sorry. Okay. Raven here, probably next thing. Yes, it will be. Okay. Viking for GUMIHO straight up. Could be pretty good against the... well, we know will be Raven harassment, right? There's like not a single hair on my head. I was thinking this Raven is gonna stay home for Byun. It's just not in his blood. It's just not what you do with those Ravens. The stuff he's managed to get done with those Ravens as well, to be fair, ridiculous. Right? He's managed to cancel stim of people. Just straight up kill too many SCVs for them to survive. Or just get a good amount of Marines, right? With those auto turrets. They are quite powerful in this early game. But that Viking is there in the air. A little bit out of position to deal with the Raven's trajectory for the time being. And it might be preoccupied. Oh, what is... Ooh. Oh, dear. There's the Marines. What's happening here? Okay, one Reaper shows up. One Reaper shows up and it causes all of this to pull back. And the Reaper dies to a Cyclone. Oh, Byun, I think there was a moment there, man. I really think there was a moment there. Had he gone in, there was only one Marine in the bunker. And there were like 3 Hellions over here. And that was it. The Marines were in the medevac. Man. Man, if only, right? If only he had known. If there was no fog of war in this game. And I guess GUMIHO would not have been in that position, to be fair. Oh well. That's the drop. And decides against it. It's happening a lot here, isn't it? Guess it was another Reaper coming in and just causing everything to fall back. Yeah, these players don't want to have their units potentially just thrown away. Let's have another boost. By, you know, being distracted at home and then not paying attention enough to your units that are being aggressive. Just straight up losing them. Thanks, yeah. Oh, that's a lot of auto turrets trying to be thrown in, trying to clear some ground, catch some of the artillery fire. He's just going to use that to get his army positioned elsewhere. Right on top of the natural base. There go the Hellions. The Marines also moving forwards. GUMIHO decides to go for a drop of his own on the other side. Trying to stabilize this somewhat by dealing equal amounts of damage across the board. Well, maybe he's just going to drop right on top of the production. He tried to anyway. It's not going to work out. So he goes for the 3rd base. Which is okay. It's not as good, however, as the, you know, what's happening for Byun here on the other side of the field. GUMIHO tries again. The medevacs are getting a little bit low. Siege tanks going into position, but there are SCVs, Marines, and siege tanks all being cooled, ready to deal with this. And there's the Vikings. That's going to be the end of that push, and that might be the final blow of this game as there's SCVs, Marines running out forwards. A desperate attempt to make a play happen here. Is it gonna work? Needs to target fire the siege tank, and we'll be able to get that as well. Guess he clears it, right? They both have 3rd bases. They're both around 43-ish supply in workers. It's not too far apart. Army supply, however, 45 to 24 in favor for Byun. So Byun definitely the man in a position here to make something happen again across the map. And GUMIHO definitely the one taking the bigger hit overall that round. A lot of quick decisions had to be made. And, well, turns out some of them, well, most of them turned out a little bit better for Byun. Sensor tower is there. It's going to be able to see those medevacs coming in from miles away. There's a little Marine there as well as a spotter. Eagle Eye in the chat saying if Gumi makes it back, he's a gold. Well, that is his nickname, isn't it? That is how people describe him. Can he make his magic work once again here? However, that's going to be tough. He looks like he wants to make an approach through this area overall, but the area is under heavy surveillance by that sensor tower. Meanwhile, Byun over here trying to keep his own army movements obscured by having Marines push away other tiny Marines. And the armies are gonna in fact run into one another. The siege tank for GUMIHO here already sieged. That's gonna cause Byun to back off immediately. GUMIHO quickly brings the rest of his boys here. As the scan for Byun shows that there's not, in fact, that much siege tank firepower there as he may have initially suspected. Luckily for GUMIHO, that did buy him enough time to try and maneuver his troops into a better position as a flanking force on the right side of the map behind enemy lines. Looks like those lines are moving back for Byun, however. Trying to reconfigure and reset up. This could be an approach for GUMIHO. Is this going to work out? Those Marines are coming right on top of the siege tanks. Nice spread once again. GUMIHO here just winning the battle straight up with having a much bigger Marine count. Byun did win the air battle overall, but didn't quite have the, I guess, Ravens or something else to make that work out. There were no Liberators either, so that was a difficult part there. He still has a formidable force, however. That wasn't everything he had been producing so far. Ooh, yep, he's going to get a medevac there. That's a big deal. Those medevacs, only 2 of them. Might have more coming, but there we go. Okay, 3rd one on the way. That's a lot of Marines to heal up, and you don't have infinite amounts of energy. Let's take that into consideration. Byun so far having a pretty good grasp on this push right here. Nicely taking out 2 of those siege tanks. As everything goes absolutely wild for these players, and there's GUMIHO tapping out after not having that push make it happen. GG. Byun will be able to take the series.